Hello children, welcome to English class. Today we are going to see the introduction of the poetry and we are going to see the grammatical part about the adjective and adverbs. So first let us learn about and know about how to write a poem and what are the disadvantages and advantages of the poem. So here is a class teacher who is named as D'Souza asking her students to think about the benefits and challenges of reading poetry. So let us see what they had to say and let us know about the advantages and disadvantages of the poetry by this. So here are the students, they are all sharing their own experience while they are reading the poetry. So here one of the girl is saying, I think poems are very short and they are very quick to read. So we all know that the poem will be of 8 to 16 lines and it will be very easy and it will be for example while you're reading it will finish within a minute, right? So here one of the girls said it was very short and it was very quick to read, and another girl says that the poems use many smileys and metaphors. So I think they help us build our vocabulary. What do you mean by smileys? It's about a word or a phrase that compare with another thing, right? That is known as smileys. And what I mean by this metaphors? Metaphor means an imaginative way to show that, for example, the qualities about the, for example, if the poem is about the trees, so the poem author should know what are the qualities about the tree and what it was doing and what are the things it can do and how it was useful to all the human beings as well as the animals, everything, right? So everything the author should know. So here the poem use many smileys and metaphors. So from this we may build so many vocabularies. That means you can find it out so many unfamiliar words that you may not learn before. And the another boy said, but poems have difficult words and phrases too, so this can make them very difficult to understand because so many new words can be introduced in the poem, and the phrases, that means the sentence which you couldn't understand, that may make you difficult to understand. So when the teacher explains about it, it will be easier. Then the next boy said that poems do not allow any grammar rules. So that was the main thing. So in the poem, for example, the author one was writing about the poem. In his her experience, he'll be writing the poem, right? So he or she may not follow the grammar rules. That is the poem. So here you can see the full stop, the hyphen, the exclamation mark. So what it is written in the poem, you have to learn and you have to do it. You should not change it because the poem author has written it. You should not change. And for example, while writing poem and all, you will make some mistakes due to this, isn't it? Then another boy said, I feel poems communicate more in less words. So you can use less words and that will help you to communicate with each other. So I wish I could learn this art from poems. So this is the very fine art that you can learn from the poem. Then the next boy said, that next girl said, poems sometimes make use of old and outdated words. What do you mean by old and outdated words? For example, while I'm studying in school, as I learned it as onion, but now you're all learning it as onion, right? And outdated words like bicycle. In those days, I learned it as bicycle, but now you are all learning as bicycle, right? So here you can see the changes of the words, isn't it? So those old and outdated words have been included in it. So I have never seen anyone use some of these words, and you can find some words that is about unfamiliar words. Now here you can see the benefits and the challenges which are shared by the children who were in the D'Souza's class. So here you can see the benefits of reading poetry. First one is about, you all know that poems are usually shorter and it was very easy, and it was easy to read quickly, right? And poems use figurative language like metaphors, smileys, that improves our vocabulary thing. Okay, then the poem communicate more in favor words, that means unfamiliar words. Okay, then the challenges of reading poetry is of poems can be difficult to understand due to the use of difficult words. Then poems often do not follow any rules in grammar. Then poems sometimes make use of old and outdated words. Now next part we are going to see about the grammar part, that is about regular and irregular words. So already we have learnt in the previous unit about this adverbs. Now we are going to learn how to form the adjective or adverb from each other. Okay. So here are some example for you. So adverbs, you all know that adverbs are a part, so it's a part of speech that modifies a verb. That means it describes a verb or an adjective or another adverb. So that is the work done by adverb. So here are the 5 sentences given for you. So you can read it and you have to identify the adverbs from the 5 sentences. So Kiran is an extremely good dancer. She speaks all foreign languages fluently. The coffee is very hot. I talk to my friend daily. She sings well. Did you all identify the adverbs? Let us see the answer now. So extremely, fluently, very, daily, well. So these are the adverbs you have find it out, right? So now what we are going to do is, already we have revised about the adverbs and how to identify them. Now let us learn about the 2 types of adverbs. Can you tell me what are the 2 types of adverbs? Regular and irregular adverbs. So here the adverbs shows you when it happened, to what extent, where it happened, in what manner, and how it happened. So now let us see some examples so that it will make you clear about the adverb and adjective. Now identify the adverb and the adjective in the sentences given below. Ranjan is a quick reader. Ranjan reads quickly. Now did you all find the adverb and adjective from these 2 sentences? Let me see the correct answer. Ranjan is a quick reader. Ranjan reads quickly. So here adjective is about quick, because who is the reader in the first sentence? Ranjan. How did he read? He read that very quickly. So here quick is the adjective. Then Ranjan reads quickly. So that is the, how did she did? She did it. She read it quickly. So that will be the adverb here. So here the adverb, down you can see the adverb quickly is formed by taking the adjective quick and adding ly to it. So here quickly is a regular adverb. So here are some examples to form from adjective to the adverb here. When an adverb is formed by taking an adjective and adding some form of the suffix ly, it is a regular adverb. So here are some examples given for you. Quick, quickly, clear, clearly, sad, sadly. Next, here are some examples. Calm, calmly, nice, nicely, happy, happily. So next, here in the last word, happy, happily, you can see that you have to notice that adjective, we added the suffix ILY, not LY to it. So here for some adverbs, we add different forms of the suffix ly. Let us learn more about it. Happy, happily, lazy, lazily, messy, messily. So for some adjectives, while we are ending in y, we have to remove y and add ILY to it. So here for some adjectives ending in LE, we'll replace LE with LY. So let us see some example for that. terrible, terribly, adorable, adorably, suitable, suitably. Now, easy, easily, angry, angrily, gentle, gently, polite, politely, lazy, lazily. So here, when a word or an adjective ends with the letter E, we have to replace it with you have to replace LE with the LY. So here we saw about the regular adverbs. So now let's see another example. Identify the adverb and the adjective in the sentence given below. Sita works at a fast pace. Sita works fast. So here in the two sentences, you can identify the adjective and the adverb. Let us see the answer for that. So fast is the adjective in the first sentence, and in the second sentence also fast is the adverb. So what is different between these two? In the first sentence you can see it is a fast pace, so that she can work very easily, isn't it? So here Sita works very fast. So you can see the difference between the adjective and the adverb here. So here you can see you can see that the adverb hard is the same as the adjective hard. It does not have the suffix ly. So for the hard, when you change the adjective hard into adverb, we can't say hardly. We should not say hardly. So here are some examples, like fast is also an irregular adverbs. So here you can see some examples for irregular adverbs. So irregular adverbs do not have the suffix ly or any of its form. Sometimes adverbs take the same form as their root adjective. So hard, hard, fast, fast, early, early. Again, another example, sometimes the adverbs take a different form from their root adjective. So here you can see the adjective good changed into adverb as well. So the only way to learn irregular adverbs is we need to memorize them. So there are no other clues or spelling pattern to help us to recognize an irregular adverbs. So here are some examples for your adjective to change or to form the adverb here. So irregular verbs, that is about loud. These are all regular verbs. Loud, loudly, straight, straight. So this straight is the irregular verb, and you can see adverb. Then understandable, understandably, early, early, selfish, selfish. Did you all notice that two different adverbs are there? That is about irregular and regular adverbs. Yes. Then you can see the difference between the regular adverbs and the irregular adverbs. So first let us have a review about the regular adverbs. So regular adverbs are formed by adding some form of the suffix ly to the adjective. So quick, quickly, terrible, terribly. So when the adjective ends with the word le, so you have to replace it with the ly suffix. Happy, when it ends with y, you have to replace it with ily. Then irregular adverbs do not have any form of the suffix ly and can sometimes take the same form as the adjective. So hard, hard, fast, fast, good, well. It won't change. So here I'll post the homework for you all. So kindly refer it in your book and kindly do the homework and kindly send it to me without fail. Thank you, dear children.